Ever wondered if what we've been taught about the Earth is really the full story? From secret government experiments to ancient alien interventions, the truth about our planet may be far stranger than fiction. Stay tuned as we unravel 15 of the most fascinating and controversial conspiracy theories about Earth. You won't believe the shocking claims behind number 7. Number 1. Flat Earth Theory. The Flat Earth Theory has roots that stretch back to ancient civilizations, but has seen a resurgence in modern times thanks to the internet and social media. Believers claim that the Earth is not a sphere, but a flat, disc-shaped object. They argue that NASA and other space agencies are involved in a massive cover-up to keep the public believing in a round Earth. One of their key pieces of evidence is that when we look at the horizon, it always appears flat, and we never experience the Earth's curvature, even when flying in airplanes. Some flat earthers also believe that Antarctica is actually an ice wall that circles the edge of the flat Earth, preventing water from spilling over the sides. This ice wall, they say, is heavily guarded by world governments. While scientists have repeatedly debunked this theory with satellite images, photos of Earth from space, and the basics of physics, flat earthers maintain that this is all part of a global conspiracy to hide the truth. Their gatherings and conferences continue to attract attention from skeptics and supporters alike. Number 2. Hollow Earth Theory. The Hollow Earth Theory proposes that our planet is hollow inside, with vast spaces possibly harboring entire civilizations, advanced beings, or even extraterrestrials. Proponents claim there are secret entrances at the poles, hidden from public view by global governments. Some even believe that famous explorers like Admiral Richard Byrd discovered these entrances during their polar expeditions, but were silenced. The Hollow Earth concept has evolved over time, with some versions suggesting that UFOs originate from inside the Earth, piloted by highly intelligent beings who live beneath the surface. In these accounts, the Hollow Earth is a paradise-like environment with its own sun, lush greenery, and sophisticated technology. Despite being scientifically disproven by seismic data that shows Earth has a solid core, the idea remains popular in certain fringe communities. Books, movies, and television shows have explored this concept, fueling its persistence in conspiracy theory circles. Number 3. Expanding Earth Theory. The expanding Earth theory suggests that Earth has been slowly growing over millions of years, causing the continents to drift apart. Unlike the widely accepted theory of plate tectonics, which explains the movement of continents through the shifting of Earth's tectonic plates, proponents of the expanding Earth theory believe that the planet's size has been increasing, pushing the landmasses apart. They argue that Earth's continents fit together not just because of plate tectonics, but because the Earth was once much smaller, and as it expanded, the landmasses broke apart. One of their key claims is that the mid-ocean ridges, where new oceanic crust forms, are evidence of Earth's expansion. However, this theory has been largely debunked by modern geology, which shows that the Earth's mass has remained constant over billions of years. The movement of tectonic plates and the formation of mountains, earthquakes, and volcanoes are well explained by plate tectonics, rather than Earth expanding. Number 4. Earth as a prison planet. The prison planet theory is based on the idea that Earth was specifically designed as a prison to hold humanity. This theory, which has gained traction in certain conspiracy and spiritual communities, suggests that humanity's suffering, pain, and limited technological progress are all part of an extraterrestrial or divine plan to keep us confined on this planet. Some proponents of this theory refer to religious texts, such as the Bible, interpreting the story of the fall of man as a metaphor for humanity being cast down into Earth prison. Others believe that extraterrestrials or higher dimensional beings are using Earth as a containment zone for rebellious or dangerous souls. These theories often incorporate themes of spiritual ascension, with the idea that enlightened humans can eventually escape this planetary prison. Critics argue that these ideas are based more on science fiction and religious allegory than on any concrete evidence. Number 5. Reptilian Elite. The reptilian elite theory is one of the more outlandish and far-reaching conspiracy theories, yet it has a surprisingly large following. The idea, popularized by British author David Icke, posits that shape-shifting reptilian aliens have infiltrated the highest levels of human society and are secretly controlling governments, corporations, and global organizations. These reptilians, according to the theory, are responsible for manipulating world events to suit their own agenda, which often includes maintaining control over humanity through economic and political means. Some even claim that historical figures like Queen Elizabeth II, George W. Bush, and Barack Obama are reptilian hybrids. Icky and his followers believe that these reptilians have been influencing human affairs for thousands of years, and that their ultimate goal is to create a one-world government under their rule. The theory often ties into other conspiracy narratives about global elites and secret societies like the Illuminati. Number 6. The moon is artificial. The moon, according to some conspiracy theorists, is not a natural satellite, but an artificial structure, potentially placed in orbit by aliens or advanced ancient civilizations. Proponents of this theory argue that the moon's size, orbit, and distance from Earth are too perfect to be coincidental, suggesting intelligent design. They point to the fact that the moon's size allows for perfect solar eclipses as evidence of its artificial nature. Another claim is that the moon is hollow, based on observations that the moon rang like a bell during seismic experiments conducted by NASA's Apollo missions. While scientists have explained these findings through natural processes, the idea persists among conspiracy theorists that the moon could be a spacecraft or monitoring station used by extraterrestrials to observe Earth. Number 7. Antarctica. Cover-up. Antarctica, the Earth's southernmost continent, has long been the subject of conspiracy theories. Some believe that there is far more beneath the ice than just snow and glaciers. The most common theories suggest that secret alien bases, ancient civilizations, or hidden Nazi outposts exist under the thick Antarctic ice. The idea that Antarctica hides advanced technology, ancient ruins, or even entrances to a hollow Earth is popular among conspiracy theorists. They argue that the strict international treaties governing the continent and the lack of access to certain areas suggest a cover-up by world governments. In recent years, satellite images showing unusual shapes or formations on the ice have only added to the speculation. Number 8. Ancient alien influence. The ancient alien theory suggests that extraterrestrials visited Earth in the distant past and played a key role in the development of human civilizations. Proponents point to ancient structures like the pyramids of Giza, Stonehenge, and the Nazca Lines as evidence of alien intervention, arguing that early humans could not have constructed these monumental feats without advanced technology or guidance. They also reference ancient texts, artwork, and mythology that depict beings descending from the sky or possessing godlike powers. This theory gained mainstream attention through shows like Ancient Aliens. Number 9. Chemtrails. The chemtrail conspiracy theory suggests that the trails left behind by airplanes, known as contrails, are not simply condensed water vapor, but are instead chemicals being deliberately sprayed into the atmosphere for unknown, potentially nefarious purposes. Proponents of the theory claim that these chemtrails are part of a government program to control the population, manipulate the weather, or even alter the climate. Some believe that chemtrails contain toxins designed to spread disease, cause infertility, or control human behavior. The theory persists despite scientific explanations that chemtrails are simply the result of water vapor condensing around particles in the cold upper atmosphere. Number 10. Planet X. Nibiru. Planet X, or Nibiru, is the name given to a hypothetical planet that conspiracy theorists believe is on a collision course with Earth. According to this theory, Nibiru is hidden from view and will soon cause widespread destruction, triggering natural disasters and potentially wiping out humanity. This theory gained prominence in the early 2000s, fueled by doomsday predictions linked to the Mayan calendar and ancient Sumerian texts. Proponents claim that governments and scientists are aware of Nibiru's existence, but are covering it up to prevent mass panic. While NASA and astronomers have debunked the theory, pointing out that no such planet exists, the idea persists in conspiracy circles. Number 11. The Great Flood cover-up. Many believe that the story of a great flood, such as the biblical flood of Noah's Ark, is based on historical events that modern science is covering up. Some theorists argue that various ancient texts, geological evidence, and archaeological finds support the existence of a massive global flood that wiped out early civilizations. According to this theory, early humans documented these events in stories and myths that have been passed down through generations. In particular, the existence of flood myths in diverse cultures around the world, from Mesopotamia to Native American legends, adds weight to the theory that a catastrophic flood actually occurred. Theorists claim that the flood was not just a localized event, but a global cataclysm that reshaped the Earth's surface. Scientists, however, argue that while local floods certainly took place in ancient times, there is no conclusive evidence to suggest a global flood ever happened. Despite this, the idea continues to capture the imagination of those who believe there is much more to the story than mainstream historians are willing to admit. Number 12, secret space program. The secret space program theory alleges that governments, especially the United States, have advanced space programs far beyond what the public knows. Proponents claim that humanity has already made significant technological breakthroughs in space travel, and that secret missions have been conducted for decades. Some go as far as to suggest that humans have already established bases on the Moon, Mars, and possibly other planets or moons within our solar system. The theory often ties into larger conspiracies about UFOs and alien contact, with many believing that secret space programs are used to manage extraterrestrial relations. Allegedly, black-budget operations fund these covert missions, and many of the UFO sightings reported by civilians are actually sightings of advanced human technology. Skeptics, however, point out the lack of tangible evidence and dismiss the theory as science fiction. Despite the absence of concrete proof, believers argue that NASA's public missions are a smokescreen for the real, hidden agenda. Number 13. The Great Reset of Civilization. This theory suggests that human history has been reset multiple times due to natural disasters or extraterrestrial intervention. Some believe that evidence of ancient, highly advanced civilizations has been deliberately erased or hidden by modern historians. According to this theory, civilizations like Atlantis or Lemuria were real, technologically sophisticated societies that were wiped out by natural cataclysms or global disasters. Proponents of this theory point to unexplained artifacts, like the Piri race map, or ancient structures that defy modern engineering, as proof that advanced civilizations once existed long before our recorded history. The resets of civilization are seen as part of a cyclical pattern, with humanity building advanced societies only to have them destroyed by forces beyond their control. The most extreme versions of this theory suggest that extraterrestrials may have been responsible for wiping out these civilizations, either to start over or to hide the truth about our planet's history. Number 14. The Earth Simulation Theory. This theory, popularized by figures like Elon Musk and philosopher Nick Bostrom, posits that our reality is actually a computer simulation. According to proponents, the world we experience is a highly sophisticated virtual environment created by advanced beings, possibly humans from the future or a post-human civilization. The theory argues that if technology continues to advance, it's inevitable that future civilizations will create simulated worlds indistinguishable from reality. If this is possible, they say, it's statistically likely that we are already living in one of these simulations. Supporters of the theory point to strange anomalies in reality, such as glitches or unexplainable phenomena, as evidence of the simulation breaking down. They also suggest that quantum physics, with its strange behavior at the subatomic level, could be another clue that our world is not as solid or real as it seems. Skeptics, however, argue that this theory is impossible to prove or disprove, making it more of a philosophical thought experiment than a testable hypothesis. Number 15. The global warming. Some conspiracy theorists believe that global warming is not real and that it has been fabricated by governments, corporations, and environmental organizations for financial or political gain. According to this theory, climate change is a manufactured crisis designed to justify new taxes, regulate, and policies that benefit certain elites or proponents argue that the science behind global warming and they point to historical periods of climate fluctuation as proof that current changes are part of a natural cycle. Additionally, they claim that climate changes such as carbon trading or green energy are designed to enrich corporations while doing little to actually address environmental concerns. The vast majority of scientists, however, agree that global warming is a real and pressing issue caused primarily by human activity, particularly the burning of fossil fuels. Despite overwhelming evidence supporting the reality of climate, the idea that it's a hoax continues to, particularly in certain political and ideological circles. Whether these theories are wild, hidden truths, they continue to capture mysterious ancient modern day. Earth is full of which can comment below and don't subscribe for